G'day champions, I'm Jax, this is J&D Creations, and today we're going to get back on the lathe because it's been a minute since we've done some turning. Before we make some shavings though, why don't you go on over, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next turning video either. So let's take this massive piece of camphor laurel here and make something insane. So in order to apply finish to the back of this bowl on the lathe, I need to do it now before I take the bowl off the faceplate, turn it round and hollow it out. But I want to add some pyrography into the mix on this bowl, and that needs to happen before the finish goes on, or we're just going to burn wax and oil. So I'm going to take the bowl off the lathe, but leave the faceplate attached so that I can put it back on the lathe and it's still perfectly centered exactly how it is now. We'll do a little bit of pyrography, put it back on, finish the back, flip it around, hollow it out, and then I want to add some more pyrography to the inside of this bowl as well. But we can cover that later. I just wanted to let you guys know why I'm taking it off the lathe before it's even done. Come on, let's go burn some wood. And with that, legends, this Viking Valhalla, I don't know what to call it yet, bowl is done. I say with that like I didn't just spend 2 weeks making this bowl. Through the beauty of video editing, you didn't have to sit around and wait for 2 weeks while Amazon delivered some new pyrography tips. You also didn't have to sit around for the hours it took me to burn this rim individually dot by dot. But I think it was worth it. So when I started this piece, I wasn't really sure where I was going with the design on the face of the bowl. And around the rim here, I needed to burn my design before I even started the face. So I spent a little bit of time thinking, and I came up with, in the halls of Valhalla, I will find glory. Now I spent many hours trying to figure out what to put on the face of this bowl. And what I ended up settling on was a Norse Godmask. Now I've never drawn one of these before, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It depicts Thor and his beard running into Mjolnir, obviously linking the two because Thor, Mjolnir, they go hand in hand. I've been really drawn to this old Norse Viking style artwork for quite a while now, so I tried to keep this as traditional as possible for my first rendition. It's highly likely that there's going to be more designs just like this getting burnt into projects along the way, because I just love how it came out. As for the bowl itself, it comes in at 335mm across and stands about 45mm high. And of course, the brand is hidden away in the mortise at the back there. Can we just take a minute to appreciate this camphor laurel? It was almost a shame to have to burn over the top of all this grain detail. So all in all, I'd say it's safe to bet that I put about 16 hours of work into this bowl. And if you like it, it may be on my website if I decide to sell it. There's also a link down there for my Patreon account if you feel like supporting what I'm doing here at J&D Creations just that little bit more. The grain detail in camphor laurel, as always, is just outstanding. I really love working with this timber. It is very nice to turn, and it leaves the workshop smelling fantastic. Well, champions, that is it for this project. It is definitely a first for me. You can't get much closer than building from the ground up on this project. I turned the bowl myself, drew the design myself, and burnt it all by hand. Not bad coming from an old tree stump, is it? Until next time, champions, stay safe, look after yourself, and I will see you soon.